It's pretty amazing when you think about it. The smallest, most overlooked details in your daily routine, well, they could be the very thing standing between a healthy, independent life and some really serious medical issues. That's why today, we're going to dive deep into the 7 hidden hygiene danger zones that are just absolutely crucial for everyone over 70.
Okay, let's just kick things off with a number that should really make you sit up and listen. 70%. Our research shows that a full 70% of seniors will get at least one skin infection after turning 70. I mean, that's not a small fraction. We're talking about a significant majority of people.
So that really leads to a pretty critical question, doesn't it? Could your daily routine, the habits you probably had for decades, actually be putting you at risk? And you might not even realize it. For a lot of folks, the answer is, unfortunately, yes.
To really get why, we first have to look at the problem head-on, the hidden dangers lurking in aging skin. We're about to see exactly why the old rulebook for hygiene, well, it gets completely thrown out the window after you hit 70.
I mean, the difference is just night and day. Younger skin, it's resilient. It bounces back. But after 70, it goes through this kind of silent metamorphosis. That sebum production that keeps your skin moisturized, it just plummets. Cell turnover slows down by a whopping 60%. Collagen gets depleted, and your skin's ability to heal itself, yeah, that's reduced by 40%.
So, here's the really crucial point. These aren't just cosmetic changes we're talking about. No, these biological shifts literally create invisible little doorways for bacteria and fungi to get in. Your skin's natural barrier, the thing that used to protect you so well, is now compromised.
But there is a solution, and it all starts with paying strategic attention. So let's begin with the first 3 hidden zones. These are the critical areas where moisture, which is really the biggest culprit for infection, absolutely loves to get trapped.
First up, we have Zone 1, the skin folds. And you know what I'm talking about. Armpits, under the breasts, in the groin or abdominal areas. These spots can become perfect little incubators for infection. The routine is super simple, but it is non-negotiable. First, you gently cleanse. Then you can protect with specific powders if you need to. But, and I really can't stress this enough, the most important step is to dry thoroughly. I mean thoroughly. Use light touches, don't rub, and make absolutely sure every last bit of moisture is gone.
All right, next up is Zone 2, the intimate region. Look, aging brings changes here that just demand a new approach. You got to use pH-specific cleansers, not those harsh soaps. The golden rule, especially for women, is still to clean from front to back to help prevent UTIs. And this is so key. Wear breathable cotton underwear. Oh, and on days you don't take a full shower, a sitz bath can be a really fantastic way to stay hygienic in this critical area. Okay, now for Zone 3. And this one might surprise you. It's the space between your toes. Just consider this for a second. A staggering 80% of seniors have foot fungus and don't even know it. When you think about it, decreased flexibility and poor circulation, well, they make this a perfect hidden breeding ground for all sorts of problems.
So what's the fix? Well, it's actually remarkably simple. All you have to do is use a small, dedicated towel, or even some of those flexible cotton swabs, to get right into those tight spaces and make sure they are completely dry after every single wash. This one tiny little habit can save you from months of antifungal treatments down the road.
Okay, so we've tackled the moisture zones. Now let's move on to the 4 overlooked danger spots. These are the places we all tend to just forget about in our daily routine.
Zone 4 is your face. And listen, those harsh soaps you might have used in your 50s, they are now your enemy. They just strip away the few natural oils your skin has left. The simple swap is so easy. Just get a gentle, sulfate-free cleanser. It'll protect that fragile natural barrier you need so much.
Next, we have Zone 5, your hands. There's a quote from our research that really puts it perfectly. Every millimeter of your hands carries a bacteriological history that can compromise your overall health. I mean, wow. They are the #1 way we transfer germs, to our face, to our food, to the rest of our body.
Okay, next up is Zone 6, your ears. Now, a lot of us make this really dangerous mistake of using cotton swabs deep inside the ear canal. This can cause tiny injuries and actually just push wax further in. So what's the real solution? It's so much simpler. After a shower, just tilt your head and gently dry the outer ear. That's it. This simple little technique can prevent 90% of outer ear infections.
And finally, Zone 7, the back. This is really the ultimate hygiene blind spot for so many people. So let me ask you directly, can you, right now, confidently reach every single part of your back to clean and dry it? For a lot of seniors, decreased mobility makes this pretty much impossible without the right tools. Which brings us perfectly to the next step, the solution. Let's build your new hygiene toolkit. It's really time to upgrade your tools for much better protection. These small upgrades can have such a huge impact. So ditch that harsh bar soap for a pH 5.5 synthetic cleanser. Replace that old loofah, which is just a magnet for bacteria, with an antibacterial brush or cloth, and swap your standard cotton towel for a soft, much less abrasive microfiber one. These are not expensive changes, but believe me, they are incredibly effective. Safety and accessibility are also absolutely key here. These essential bathroom aids are total game changers. A long-handled brush to finally reach your back, a non-slip bath stool for stability, a handheld shower head so you can target your cleaning, and, of course, strategically placed grab bars. And listen, these are not signs of fragility. They are smart tools for independence.
Okay, now let's bust a really common myth. This idea that you need a full bath every single day? It's actually counterproductive for many seniors. In fact, dermatologists recommend full baths only about 2 to 3 times a week to preserve your skin's natural oils. The really crucial part is the daily, targeted cleaning of those 7 zones we just went over. That is what truly matters.
So, when you step back for a moment, what is all of this really about? It's not just about being clean. It's about something so much bigger. It's about health, dignity, and independence. That is the true goal of your routine.
So what does this all mean? The key takeaway is this. Every single small adjustment we've talked about today is a direct investment in your quality of life. It's what helps keep you active, what keeps you healthy, and what keeps you independent for longer. I want to leave you with this really powerful thought from our source material. Aging well isn't just about adding years to life, but adding life to years. And you know what? That really starts with taking care of yourself day in and day out. So, I'll leave you with one final question to consider. After everything we've covered today, looking at your own routine, what is the one change you're going to make starting today for a healthier tomorrow?